Hi, it's Paige again. This is my second video. I want to go ahead and apologize. I didn't realize until after I'd already published it and waited all the time it took to have that, hour-long video uploaded, that the mic on this computer sucks and the fan on it is even worse. And it picks up obviously very well because the mic and the fan are very close together, but right now I gotta make do with what I got, which is an HP laptop. My iPhone and iPad might be even better to use, but I don't have enough storage, even though I just paid for extra to move everything off of it to the cloud. But I am determined to hone my craft on YouTube, and the only way to do that is to be consistent. I don't know if I'll have a schedule. I don't know if I'll ever have a schedule. A lot of it depends on if you like and subscribe, comment. Just, I want this to be a friendly place to visit on the internet, and I know there's no such thing as friendly, safe place on the internet, but nothing absolutely disgusting or too disgusting or tacky. The only way I'm gonna know people are actually paying attention is if you do subscribe and like, and if you would comment. That would help so much. I'm not planning on this being anything to make an income off of. I don't really know if I've got that kind of skill or story worth telling. I'm not going to give myself that much credit, at least not yet, but I want to be consistent. I want to continuously share and try to see what I can do as far as making my channel into something. Commenting anything from, oh, I know what you're talking about, or been there, done that, or same here, or I know a friend that did this or has this or went through this, or a question of any kind. Ask me anything. I don't care what it is. If I don't feel that it's safe to answer it for my own well-being, I'm not going to answer it, and I will apologize ahead of time. There's some things that I just cannot disclose on my YouTube channel, at least not at this point. And I apologize. I want to be an open book, and I'm going to be as open as I can. Even when it comes to talking about people that have hurt me the most, I want to, keep it very safe. No one's going to know who these people are. If any of them do, I don't really think they're going to be looking for me to begin with. It makes no sense. There's more than enough reasons they have no business visiting my vlogs. But either way, I'm still going to keep them safe. Since I know that my videos aren't that great, I do want to keep them short, and it's really, really difficult because I've got so much I want to share and say, and I don't want to just regurgitate it all up and then not know where to go from there. So I'm want to try to explain why I wanted to do this channel and what my goals are. Maybe I would love to be a full-time YouTuber creator. It is ideal for my life right now, and not just that, it is therapeutic. It helps me so much to connect to people, mainly because I live in such a small town. Majority of my best closest friends aren't here, and you'll learn more about why that doesn't even matter. But I don't have many people to connect to, or at least I don't know if I do. I don't think I do. And YouTube is a perfect opportunity to reach others. I've got an entire world. Surely I can make an impact on somebody, or they can do the same for me, or just have someone to talk to. That is awesome. I am a single mother. It seems like that's very, very typical. And obviously nothing wrong with that at all. It happens. It clearly happens. My mom had me when she was 14. So she was very much single, technically. I didn't meet my own father until I was about 25. Being that my mom did have me at such a young age, her parents basically raised me so she could finish school and go on and have a fulfilling life and not, I guess, lose anything by having me. But even with my grandparents raising me, my grandfather worked full-time, home very, very rarely. I never had daddy issues. I'm gonna let you know that. That might be very much so for some people, but not me. It wasn't really the case. I did have a father figure, and that was my grandfather, and is my grandfather. He just worked a lot. And there's no man in this world that could ever replace him, no matter how much he might upset me or agitate me. Very few people have the father figure that I do. And I am always appreciative of that, no matter what. But growing up with my grandparents basically raising me wasn't that insane. It still isn't. However, I did always have a goal that if I ever get to have a child, I want that very structured, healthy, happy family for my child, because my children deserve that. But that's not how it happened. Back to why I'm creating my channel, which is to reach out to people and relate and share my story. I always initially wanted to be someone that was active in fundraising and nonprofit organizations, doing things with community outreach. I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes just before turning 16, and that's a whole story on its own. But once I was diagnosed with that, I was like, well, what am I going to do? There's no cure. What can I do? I became actively participating with the Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation, and it's very fulfilling and rewarding. I had my own personal fundraisers. I went to some of the yearly fundraising with JDRF in my area, and I loved it. And that kind of set the ball rolling for me wanting to help others. I became a big sister and big brothers, big sisters, with a little that I will never forget ever. Another story. And then I had always had it in my mind that I liked helping without anything in return, because it felt so good to know that just that act of participation was appreciated by whoever was benefiting from it. But I became something much bigger years to follow. In 2010, I began a relationship with the father of my child, and I was head over heels. We met through a mutual friend, and I'm kind of just skimming the surface because this goes very, very deep and it's very complex. But in 2010 is when I say, it's when we first started dating. But now I say that's when when I first began losing my life. It was very, very physically, verbally, emotionally, and mentally abusive. It really, really started to kick off about a year into the relationship that I noticed it was becoming a problem, And I'm sure there were maybe some red flags here and there at first that I didn't recognize. And people are like, well, how can I just never notice? Trust me, you're gonna miss them. You're gonna miss them unless you're actually hearing people out and really able to register these red flags with what's going on from that person. But it became a relationship that basically caused me to lose everything, just about everything in my life. I had a good job. I was still going to school because I couldn't decide what I wanted to actually finish a degree in. I saw my friends often. I saw my family non-stop. I was happy. I had always struggled with anxiety and some depression issues, but not to the point it totally kept me from enjoying everything in life. I had a life. I had a life way before that relationship started. Cut to March of 2018, just turning 30. I have a little girl that's a toddler. I no longer have a vehicle. I no longer have my electric piano. I no longer have my 1978 to 81 Star Wars action figures that I'll never probably get to see again. I'll never be able to afford them all again. That was actually handed down to me. I lost a lot of materialistic things that you don't just get to go run to the store and pick up and replace. I lost some very precious things, some very important things, some very sentimental things to that relationship, to that person. And I'm a single mother now, but you will figure out that's way better than not being a single mom and still in that relationship for me and my child. I don't have many friends. I mean, I've got friends, but I've lost all my closest ones that were like blood kin to me. They were like my sisters and my brothers, ones that I literally grew up in the cradle with. I lost all connection to my family. Obviously, I still have, the closest ones, my grandparents. We've still got each other. My brothers still come around and check on me. Mom is a little bit of a difficult thing to discuss, but that's it. And that's really sad. But none of it was ever with intent. None of it I ever really saw coming. And I don't think there's any way I could have. But that being said, knowing the person I was before that relationship, which was someone that wanted to reach out and help people, and getting back to that person that I've always been and lost total touch with in that relationship, it is kind of coming full circle to where I'm ready to actually make a difference in this world. I can't cure diabetes, and I can't be that big sister to every little kid in this world, but I can maybe just happen to fall on the ears that need what I have to say the most. And knowing that YouTube is still here, it's still around, knowing that I can do more than just talk about diabetes and the warning signs and prevention with type 2 and different, gestational diabetes, things to look out for with that. This is massive. I'll have to look up the statistics, but it'll be interesting to see how many people die yearly to illnesses such as diabetes and die yearly to the hands of their abuser. It's kind of a sentimental, sad thing but I'm just trying to explain this is why I'm doing it. Now, this is my only my second video, and I I mean, if that were me, I probably wouldn't be clicking along and just stumble across this in the dark underbelly of the YouTube world that many people just either fall into when they're YouTubing weird stuff, or have a spelling error and come across. I don't know really how I'm gonna get started, but I know that it won't become anything without a moment of reaching out to you guys. And I don't want to say that let me cut my losses now, tell me if I'm wasting my time, because I'm sorry, even if everyone told me to quit right now, I wouldn't. I'm not giving myself nearly enough time to make that decision to give up. But I need you guys. I need you to tell me that you're out there, that you see me, that you hear me, and if you like me, awesome. And if you love me enough to subscribe, even better. I promise I am worth your time. Whether you're someone that is actually dealing with the things that I have the biggest issues I'm hitting on, please give me a chance, because you might know someone that needs you and you don't even have a clue. So listen to me for a little while. Give me a chance to tell you why it's so important to make a difference in the world where people are being abused in every single way possible. Children, women, men, people from every sorts of background that there is. Hear me out. Save a person. You don't have to like this video or subscribe to me to do that. You can just be playing me, in the background while you're washing dishes or, washing your dog. Just hear me out. And I'll try to be as specific as I can when it comes to each video. I'll try to be as consistent as I can when it comes to each video. But if you will take the time to comment that that you can clearly understand me, that you're able to tell that I've got a purpose, and that you might have something to say or ask that you think I don't even care about, but trust me, I do. Every little word, every little letter counts. It counts big time. Let me know what you might want to hear about or have questions about, or maybe something that you already want to learn about, that maybe somebody's not completely made it clear to you. Ask me. I will discuss it. Promise you, I will discuss it. I will thank you immensely and just give you the biggest virtual hug ever, and for giving me some sort of idea that you're there and what you need out of my videos. I'm kind of a blank canvas of sorts. I'm just starting out. I've got many reasons to put videos out there, and I've got some stupid things I love to discuss and put out there as well. I know I got on my soapbox yesterday and probably got a couple things wrong. I was just really upset about the whole depression, just shake it off crap from Nicole Arbor. And I know I had a few, curse words in there, but I'm gonna do as best as I can to leave those out. They might come out, but nothing's gonna be that severe, trust me. Nothing that you don't already hear on TV every day. But I'm wanting to make a difference and share my story, and I just want to save somebody. I'm going to tell you now, and you'll learn why. But you think that you can't make a difference in this world, that you're one person, that you don't have the impact to save somebody, but you do. Let me tell you right now, I was in this relationship for years of literally having my life just cut so short by this person that I've gone through so many things that if I were still with them, I might be dead. I might not even have made it this far, because the temper was so short, the aggression was so severe, and the heartlessness was so real. I thought I was going to die. I knew I was dying at least on 1 to 2 of the attacks. I knew that. But I wasn't being saved by anybody, and nobody was really caring to talk about what I was likely going through. Nobody. Everyone was like, oh, he's just a jerk, because they didn't know everything, and just got mad if I were still with them. But nobody tried to reach out because they knew that my life was going to be ended. And all I had kind of was myself. And whenever I became pregnant, I found out on Mother's Day of 2016. I was terrified because I didn't know how angry he was going to be. I was crying, bawling. I wanted him home as fast as possible because I really wished he was just going to hold me and tell me we're going to be alright and this is going to work out. You know, we were both, plenty old enough. We were on our own. That never happened. And the abuse got 10 times worse while pregnant. I was told I could not leave. I was told that if I ever took off with my child, that my child would be ripped away or I would be killed. And so what do? Being diabetic, I just wasn't sure I'd ever have children because that's a very huge risk, for some diabetics. Some make it into life to where, they're so excited to have children and they find out because of the diabetes that maybe they're not fertile or they're not able to conceive of some or carry. And so when I became pregnant, I was like, oh my God, I'm actually gonna have a kid. I'm actually gonna be able to be a mom. I was so happy. But more terrified than I'd ever been because I knew now I have another life that could be in danger. And so I was going to stay until I knew that it was best to go. And I tried for months to leave. It never was possible. I had no family, no friends, nobody, and I was about 3 hours away from any family at all. I didn't have a car I could use. I mean, I had my car, but I could never use it. But I just kind of was settling, like, I'll just keep on taking it. As long as the child's never hurt, I'll just keep on taking it. Then I was like, oh God, if she sees me, what is she going to think? How is she going to know that this isn't right? What am I going to do with her scared and crying? What am I doing? She sees me crying there or scared because mommy messed up. I'm going back to where you think that maybe you can do nothing to save somebody, that, they're a lost cause, or you're just one person. That little girl saved my life. Maybe I would have gotten brave enough eventually, I don't know, but for years I was not brave enough to even get help or to even talk about it privately to anybody. And if I never got pregnant, had I never had her, well, I can basically tell you that the worst was still to come. And if a little unborn baby, someone that doesn't even have existence in this outside world, can save me, you grown person out of the womb have so much more of a chance in saving that person. 3 months old, we fled one state to the next for safety. I now get to go to bed at night not scared to death that I'm going to be woken up by my ex being angry. I now can eat a meal when I want to eat a meal. I now can go to town if I want to go to town. I now can breathe and know that nobody's going to come busting in the door pissed off and ready to fight. And that is why it's so important to pay my dues, because I am fortunate now. I've got a long way to go. A year after leaving, I still have a lot I'm dealing with inside, and a lot that keeps me up at night, and a lot that scares me. A lot of thoughts thinking, why wasn't I good enough to not hurt? But now I can look over at my child and hold her when I want to hold her. She comes first, not a 30-year-old man. She is who I think about all the time, not a 30-year-old man that does not deserve a second of my time. I'm not being called stupid, fat, ugly. I'm not told, well, if you lose 10 more pounds, or if you do this, or if you don't have sex with me, I'm going to leave you forever or cheat on you. That's not a concern anymore. And that's something that I know a lot of people are going through. A lot of people are going through it. And it breaks my heart. But even contributing in the slightest way of talking to me to help me physically help somebody, that's something. Trust me, I feel like I'm pitching something here. God, I feel so stupid. But it's like, oh, just like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Like it. Subscribe it. That's how I feel. But I'm telling you, I need to know. I don't want to talk to a wall. I mean, hell, I do enough of that already. I need your help. I know there's probably going to be people that know me and like laugh at me and make fun of me or start talking crap about me. It's a small town. I'm sure if one person sees it, everyone's going to see it. I just don't care anymore. Because I know there's nothing wrong in what I'm doing. And if I look nerdy and geeky and stupid and silly, if I'm making this really crappy YouTube video, who cares if it means eventually I'll be able to help somebody else? We all gotta start somewhere, right? And sometimes we gotta start over. And we gotta start over again and again. But if you give up, you're never gonna have a shot, right? And you're never gonna make a difference if you don't try. So I'd really appreciate, commenting on your thoughts on maybe an important angle or perspective I can discuss that somebody else hasn't. I think everything's been done on YouTube a million different times in a million different ways. But hey, I'm new. You haven't had a million of me yet, have you? There's only one of me. So, let me know what you think. I know there's not much to this, but I'm going to try to put something out as much as possible. Tomorrow, things will start getting a little bit hectic because my child is visiting right now. But she'll be back home tomorrow. And I'm really, really excited. Because even when she's gone for a couple hours, I'm just thrilled to have her again in my arms. And I'm still going to do my best to put out something daily. I might throw something else out there when I can collect my thoughts. But just know, YouTube, I am thinking of you. I know nobody's thinking of me yet. I know that there's so many people that get started on YouTube and only throw a few out there and you never hear from them again. But I do not want to be that person. I don't. I really want to be someone that is making a difference every day on this channel, because I think YouTube is an awesome platform. Yes, I get annoyed with some of the stuff here and there. Trust me, I get very annoyed. And when you live in the world of DVRs, you just don't have that much patience for things and sitting through them and waiting. But trust me, those few moments are really going to help big they're going to be just a huge stepping stone, each person that sits through and gives me a chance. Thank you again. Not all my videos are going to be 30 minutes to an hour long. I'm aiming for like a 15-minute mark, and I know it's going to be a lot of hit or misses. I'm sure I'm going to have a few minutes on here and a few that might be another hour long, but I'm really not going to try to take up all your time. Condensing what I have to say is going to be important. I tend to go on and on. You can ask anybody. My train of thought is just always off the rails. I only at least want to be consistent with putting something out here for you guys to use. Not just a bunch of crap. Not something just to throw, some money into my pocket. Obviously, I'm not making a dime off of this. What I am benefiting from is getting to talk about it. All I have are you guys. I have nobody. Not a pity party, but all I have are y'all. So clearly I'm going to give you guys all of me in the most work-friendly way. Just kidding. Stick around. I'll try to keep putting stuff out there at least once a day. Comment, like, subscribe. Please. Please. I'll get my daughter on here to cry and show the sad face if I have to. I'm not ashamed to do that. Thank you again. And for all of you guys that are dealing with diabetes, health issues, and for all you guys dealing with social issues like domestic abuse, bullying, that is something that happens in domestic abuse. Bullying. You're bullied a lot. I know what that's like. Believe me. All I'm saying is I'm here for all of you guys. There's been so many creators and YouTubers out there that have really pulled me through some horrible times. All of you guys will for sure get credit. I promise you. I'm going to mention you. And just because I'm proud to do so. So thank you all. I appreciate it. I hope everybody's had a great weekend. And I look forward to continuing my journey with YouTube. Bye guys. Have a great day, Monday. Yay.